Hi, you guys. So today, as promised, I'm going to tell you the story of the fluorescent green flags. I'm Tara Greenway from Beyond Your Belief. And about 3 years ago, I moved from New York City to the beautiful, peaceful countryside. And one of my main reasons for doing that was so that my family and I could go and spend time in nature. And we actually found a house where we could just walk out our back door and into the woods. And so I started doing this almost every day. And I loved it. I still do love it. I would come out and, just feel no matter how I was feeling to start with, I would come back from my walk feeling connected and relaxed and expansive. And I would often say to my husband, "You should come with me. You've got to walk in the woods. It just will make you feel so much better. Come on, you should do it." I'm sure that was really pleasant how I was like nagging him to do that, and he usually chose not to. Every once in a while, hi Shoshana, every once in a while, he would go out with me and walk in the woods, but it quickly became like my thing to do. So, cut to 2 years or so later, one day my husband comes in the door. He looks all sparkly and refreshed, and he says to me, "Hey, Tara, you should come out and walk in the woods with me. It's so beautiful." And I'm all like, oh, he thinks he, like, what, invented walking in the woods? I invented walking in the woods. I've been telling him. So all this is going through my mind, and I'm just staring at him like, are you kidding me right now? And then he says, "Come out with me right now. I marked a trail for you. I marked a trail so we can walk on this trail through the woods." And I was like, "What?" And I went out with him, and he had taken these bright green is his favorite color, it's not mine, bright green fluorescent plastic tapes, hi Leanne, and wound them around different trunks and branches of trees going up the steep hill and then through the forest. And I was just like, oh, okay. Do you not think that I know how to take a walk in the woods? And he was just bewildered why I was so upset. And then I kept walking in the woods every day because that's what I do to connect. And I don't walk on that trail, right? I go different ways, but it's not that big of a woods. And so, of course, I run into these bright fluorescent green tapes. They're still there. He put them up in the summer, but now during the winter, it wasn't as bad during the summer, but in the winter, it's like just the branches and the trunks and the sparkling white snow and these bright green flags, right? Because all the branches and leaves and stuff are gone. And every time I saw one of these bright green fluorescent flags, it would trigger me to think, oh, my husband thinks that I don't know how to walk in the woods. Oh, my husband doesn't listen to what I say. He doesn't respect what I say. Until finally one day, I thought to myself, being the mind body healer that I am, right? I thought, are you sure that that's the story that you want to keep telling yourself every time you see one of those green flags? And are you sure that those thoughts are even true? So this is like a Byron Katie thing. Is this true, this thought you're having? And can you prove it? Are you sure it's true? And so I looked at my thought of my husband thinks I'm too stupid to know how to walk in the woods, and my husband doesn't like listen to me or respect me. And I thought, that's actually not at all why he put up those green flags. In fact, he told me that he put them up because he was pacing it out, and that was half a mile. So if he did that twice, he would walk 1 mile a day, and that was one of his goals. And he purposely put it up a steep hill because he knew that I like to walk up steep hills to improve my like heart and lung function and to like bang my bones and make them like hi Alex, and make them stronger. And he put the flags through a part of the woods that didn't have these like really prickly brambles that always like grab my coat and tear my coat. So really, he wasn't trying to disrespect me in any way. He was trying to share his joy with me. And he was trying to kind of take care of me. And so now, whenever I see those bright green fluorescent flags in the forest, I think to myself, my husband wants to share his joy with me. And my husband likes to take care of me, even if I don't really need to be taken care of right now. And that's pretty sweet. So I work with a lot of people who really want to improve their soulmate relationship. But they are usually really upset because they're like, my husband won't come in. My boyfriend won't come in. He won't come in and see you, Tara. So I can't do anything. And you know what? Here's the good news. Your partner doesn't need to come in too, because when you change your half of the relationship, you change your relationship. So many people come to me, mostly women, but men too, and they so badly want to change their relationship and they're afraid that they can't, but you can. They're afraid they can't because they think that the other person has to change. The other person is the one who has things wrong with them and who needs to change. But I can help you change your relationship, even if it's just you. The same way I changed my mind. And by the way, it was all in my own mind. My husband had no idea any of this was going on. He probably never will unless he watches this video, which he probably won't, because he's not into social media. And if he does, I love you and thank you for sharing your joy with me and for taking care of me, sweetie. But I have so much more to tell you guys about this. I am offering a free workshop, mini masterclass called What Happened to Us? How to Change Your Soulmate Relationship, or How to Keep the Love in Your Soulmate Relationship is actually what it's called. And that is happening Friday, March 4th at 12:30. You do have to register for it. It's not like on Facebook, it's a Zoom. The last masterclass I did was in January. We had like 60 some people. So it was really cool. I invite you guys to this one. I think the link is going to be in the comments if it's not already. You can also sign up by going to my website, beyondyourbelief.com, and go to events. And then you'll see it right there under events. It's the first thing. So I hope that you can join me there. I've got a lot of really juicy stuff for you guys in this totally free masterclass coming up on March 4th. And also, please comment. If you ask me questions right here, I will comment back here on Facebook, and you can email me too at tara@beyondyourbelief.com. Thank you for joining me.